Hey guys, SorehaNick, and today we're going over the first episode in a series that I'm calling Specialist Strategies. It's just a guide series that I'm going to be making to help new players get acclimated to the game, as I'm starting to see a lot of low levels join up in 2032. So, this first series is going to be going over the classes in the game and the specialists within them, and which ones you want to be using. So let's get started here, but we do have a problem. You're not going to have access to all this stuff at the start, so I guess let's go to something that you're going to be more familiar with. Alright, so now I know you're wondering, why does the main menu look different? I actually play on a stretched resolution, so if that's what you're wondering, there's your answer. So let's get into classes here, and let's talk about them. So yeah, there are 4 classes in the game: Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. And basically, these guys are on the front lines. They push, things like that. These guys destroy and repair vehicles. These guys heal, give ammo, and revive teammates. And these guys spot. And yeah. So, assaults. So, before we talk about assault specifically, within the classes, there are specialists within them. So let's see if we can just look at all of them. Here we go. There are all these specialists within the classes. You can see there's a bracket kind of separating them. So with every class here, which specialist is the best within them that you have available to you at the start? So right here, I would say Sundance is definitely the best among the 2 you have here. She has a wingsuit, so you can fly around the map and get places much faster. Dozer, he's just mediocre, especially if you use your shield and there's a competent player in front of you. There are many times where I just slide jump past them and shoot them in the back because your turn speed is restricted when you have the shield out. So definitely a hard pass on this guy. If you want to check him out later, that's fine. But if you're looking for the best guy, definitely Sundance right here. Engineer, you only have access to 1. Now, later on in the video, we're going to be talking about how to unlock the other specialists, so don't worry. But you only have Boris if you plan on being an engineer. And obviously, you want to pick this gadget on so you can destroy tanks, because he doesn't have the innate ability to destroy tanks. So. Now, for support, definitely pick Falk. The other 2 are pretty much worthless. There's no reason to use Angel or Irish, except for Irish, if you're playing Breakthrough, you might want to put down his trophy system to block grenade spam. But outside of that scenario, definitely just pick Falk. She is the best one by far. She has limited healing. I'm going to recommend you put on the ammo box so you have unlimited ammo. And when you unlock it at rank 12, put on the smoke grenade so you can heal people inside of cover. And you can make pushes, because there's times where people are afraid to push. And a couple smoke grenades goes a long way. So you'd be surprised. And for Recon, out of the 2 here, now they're both very good, but for the sniping role, if you're planning on sniping, definitely Casper, and Rao if you're just going to be running and gunning as an aggressive Recon. Now Rao, he hacks vehicles, and he can pretty much just stop them from playing the game. Now all they do is fly around, so they can no longer shoot at you after you complete the hack, so definitely keep this in the back pocket if you know you're being harassed by a transport condor or helicopter. Alright, so you have your class of choice selected, your specific choice selected, and your gadget. What weapons do you want to be using at the start? Now, you're probably going to look up a guide, and it's going to tell you to use a gun or attachments that you are not even close to unlocking, or it unlocks at like such a far level that you're not even worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even dream of getting that gun. Okay, what guns should you start out with to make your experience more enjoyable? So definitely look at the PBX, the M5, and this sniper here if you're looking for long range combat. The other ones have special use cases, or they're not really good. So definitely select those. Now, don't even worry about the proficiencies here. If it's a long range map, use the M5. If you're going into a lot of close quarter scenarios, use PBX. And if you're looking to brush up on your sniping, use a sniper. In 2042, I can select a sniper on my medic class, so you don't have to worry about selecting recon if you want to snipe. Just if you want to make sniping a little better, right? The proficiencies are not game-changing at all, they just elevate the gun slightly. Alright, now for your secondaries, you may notice that you have no options here, but fret not, as this is the best secondary in the game. Just remember to put on that burst fire mode, and you have the best gun in the game, and I'm not lying. This thing can two-tap people to the head, and its burst fire mode is not 450 as it says here, but 1,000 rounds per minute. Yes, it is 1,000 rounds per minute within the burst, so you'll be dropping people extremely fast. If you land every single burst, it's 2 bursts to kill, because it's a 4-hit body shot. So yeah, you don't ever have to worry about taking this thing off. So don't worry about that. Now, one thing I want to talk about before I go is a way to unlock attachments for your gun. Now, if you're finding yourself not having fun with, say, the M5 because, it's mediocre, right? Or you're just like, it's not that good, I want an actual AR to use. And you see a guide saying, hey, yeah, use short barrel, because I do recommend short barrel. Anything but short barrel is unusable on the M5. You can, if you want, go into Breakthrough and select this mode right here, which is just a versus bots, and you won't unlock a lot of XP, but it does unlock attachments for guns in the game. So you could go that route if you want, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's just I want to throw it out there. It's a guide to help new players. You're gonna be fighting people who have hundreds of hours in the game, and maybe you don't feel like dealing with that. Maybe you just want a little place to chill out, have fun, get used to the game before you just start, jumping into the actual live fire modes like these ones here or these ones here. So I just wanted to throw that out there, just put it in the guide right then and there. But yeah, that'll be it for your specialists and all that. Now, if you're wondering, which specialist I think you should run, definitely support Valk. I believe this is the best class in the game, with the best specialist in the game. Unlimited heals, unlimited ammo, what's not to love about that? And, you can res everybody, so that's really good. You only need to take out the defibrillator. If you're coming from an old game, you just have to come up to them and hold your interact button, and then you can res them. If this helped you, please like, subscribe, and come for part 2. We'll be talking about whatever we're talking about next. Alright, cheers.